Whether putting together storylines, dream castings, or just trying to work out how long a picture will be, predicting things about big new films is always a good time. However, you don't have to theorize anymore. I've gone out of my way to pull together 10 hot news scoops from the world of film and fill you in on the new developments concerning some of the biggest movies in the world. Marvel, DC, Avatar, monkeys. We've got it all in this list right here. And some of it is pretty darn spicy if I do say so myself. So with that in mind, Gareth here from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 upcoming movies that just got huge upgrades. Number 10, Expendable to Dependable, The Expendables 4. The retirement home for aging actors that is the Expendables franchise hasn't been on our screen since the third installment hit cinemas in 2014. Starring the likes of Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan, and just about everyone else that your dad likes, the films are somewhat mindless but are a real romp if you like that sort of thing. And if they are your cup of tea, then there's some great news. The series will return in 2023. The fourth Expendables film, which is called Expendables, because of course it is, has been stuck in development hell ever since it was first announced. Throw in the worldwide shutdown of the movie industry in 2020, and things were looking a bit bleak for the series. However, it has recently been confirmed that the movie will premiere in theaters on the 22nd of September in 2023, with new names including Megan Fox, Andy Garcia, and 50 Cent joining the team. Considering that Stallone will be 77 years old by then, those new team members might need to be first aid trained. Number 9, Armed and Ready, Armor Wars. Marvel's Armor Wars was a 7-part comic book series that was first released in 1987. The plot revolves around Iron Man and Ant-Man teaming up to track down a batch of stolen Stark armor, and plays on themes of guilt and responsibility as Tony struggles to come to terms with the innocent victims of his creations. In 2020, it was announced that Armor Wars was being turned into a TV series. Don Cheadle was revealed to be reprising his role as James Rhodes / War Machine because, well, Tony Stark couldn't have been in this series, could he? Spoilers for a film that came out in 2019 and all that. With former Girls writer Yasir Lester helming the series, Armor Wars looked like it was going to be pretty damn good. It was drawing on a beloved source material, had a strong team behind it, and was a chance to give Cheadle an opportunity to explore the Rhodes character even further. However, it's not going to be a series anymore, because it's now going to be a film. With production set to start in 2023, Armor Wars could be a fantastic moment for Marvel to reboot the Iron Man character because, again, you know, spoilers. Number 8, Cinema You Can't Beetle It, Blue Beetle. From Marvel to DC now, and a hero who sounds more like a comedy figure than an extraterrestrial ass-kicker. The Blue Beetle was originally a creation of Fox Comics, then reimagined by Charlton Comics, before DC finally invented their own version of the character in 2006. He is a young man, Jamie Reyes, who bonds with an alien scarab beetle which transforms his body into a battle-ready exoskeleton, as you do. As one of the newer heroes on DC's pantheon, the Blue Beetle has done well to establish himself in their canon. He's already appeared in various animated series and video games, and is set for his own live-action movie on the 18th of August 2023. Described as mid-budget, the film stars Cobra Kai's Zolo Mariduena, and was originally due to be streamed exclusively on HBO Max. However, the picture has recently been upgraded to a theatrical release. Rejoice! Perhaps Warner Media, the company that controls DC on film, got spooked by the disaster that was Batgirl on HBO Max. Or perhaps they decided that the first DC movie to feature a Hispanic protagonist deserved a bigger platform. Either way, this is fantastic news for the movie, it's gotta be said. Number 7, these ain't no Muppets, Five Nights at Freddy's. The Five Nights at Freddy's franchise burst onto the scene in 2014 with its first survival horror video game. Putting you in the shoes of a security guard at a fictional Chuck E. Cheese-style eatery, players had to do battle with the restaurant's homicidal animatronics as they fought to survive the night. The original title's success blossomed into even more games, as well as spin-offs, novels, and a feature film produced by Warner Bros. Pictures. Well, technically the film hasn't happened yet, but you probably figured that out based on the title of this list. Yeah, got it? Cool. The studio acquired the rights to the game in 2015, but the following years were not kind ones for the production process. The movie suffered multiple setbacks, cycled through directors, and suffered serious script issues as fans watched on in horror. But producer Jason Blum recently provided a huge update on the project when he revealed via Twitter that Jim Henson's Creature Shop were working on the film. With a resume that includes the Muppets, Labyrinth, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pictures, the Creature Shop are a huge get for this film, and might go a long way in reassuring fans that it will actually, get made. Number 6, DUR-AND Another, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Scheduled for release in 2024, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes will pick up where War for the Planet of the Apes left off. The fourth movie in the chimp-based reboots Kingdom etc. already has its star Owen Teague attached as its lead after Andy Serkis left the franchise. Again, spoiler for a film that came out in 2017, but you know, is what it is. The picture also added Freya Allan, Princess Cyrilla from The Witcher, and Peter Macon, Bortus in The Orville, and we now have an even better idea of the movie's cast thanks to 2 new additions. Ika Darville, who started life as a Power Ranger before starring in Marvel's Jessica Jones, has joined the Monkey Fest in a yet unknown role. However, the most interesting name on the cast list is that of Kevin Durand. The 6'6" Canadian actor has appeared in numerous famous movies and TV shows like Dark Angel, The Mortal Instruments, and X-Men Origins Wolverine, in which he played the Blob. Durand is said to be playing another ape in The Offering and will most likely be the villain of the piece. As such an imposing figure, there's no doubt Durand will bring some serious threat to the story. Number 5, The Family Grows, The Family Plan. It was announced in August of this year that actor Mark Wahlberg and director Simon Kellen Jones will be reuniting for an Apple TV film called The Family Plan. Written by horror maestro David Coggeshall, Wahlberg plays a family man with an average life that is turned upside down when his dark past comes a-calling. If you're wondering why you've heard this plot before, it's because there are about 3 dozen movies that sound exactly the same as this very one. The film is set to be an action comedy which will hopefully allow Mark to flex the chops he has used previously in the likes of Ted and the other guys. He should also be pleased to hear that a big name will be joining him as a co-star too. Michelle Monaghan has officially joined The Family Plan. Fans of the first season of True Detective will remember her as Maggie, the wife of Woody Harrelson's character. She's also Julia in the Mission Impossible films. With 2 huge names in the cast and the backing of a big money company behind it, The Family Plan stands a pretty decent chance at standing out in a very crowded market. Number 4, join the Hive, The Beekeeper. Jason Statham has starred in some very silly films over the years, hasn't he? He was in Romeo and Juliet, The Meg, and let's not even get started on the Crank movies. It looks like the world's toughest egg is getting back into silly territory with his new film The Beekeeper though, which will apparently be a, and I quote, fast-paced action thriller which is steeped in the mythology of beekeeping. Nope, no idea either. It turns out that the Stath won't be alone on his apiary adventure, as it was recently revealed that he's being joined by some pretty big names. One of them is Josh Hutcherson, who you may remember as Peter in The Hunger Games. Another is Emmy Raver-Lampman, who plays Allison in The Umbrella Academy. But the biggest name coming aboard the movie is Academy Award winner Jeremy Irons. Alfred in Justice League, Ozymandias in Watchmen, Scar in The Lion King. Irons has done it all. And now he's taken on his biggest challenge yet, bees. With a cast like this, The Beekeeper should make for a classic Statham thriller, as long as it's not just a shot of him making honey for 2 hours. A certain Stuffed Bear has that covered already. Number 3, no blues here, Avatar 4. After 13 years out of the spotlight, James Cameron's Avatar franchise is set to make its grand return on the 16th of December 2022. The follow-up to the highest-grossing movie of all time, Avatar: The Way of Water, takes us back to Pandora, and has a stacked cast pitting returning stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, and Sigourney Weaver, alongside new names like Kate Winslet and Vin Diesel. With the second Avatar film only just being released, it might seem a bit far-fetched to be thinking of any further sequels. However, according to a recent report, a large chunk of filming has already been done for the 4th movie in the franchise. Cameron's plan for a 5-picture Avatar arc seems to be coming together quite nicely, as the 3rd one has already finished filming, and the first act of the 4th offering is already in the can. This begs the question, well, why? Well, as anyone who has seen the first Avatar movie can attest to, these films were incredibly reliant on special effects. Filming for all the sequels began back in 2017 to allow the production team more time to bring them to life. So let's just hope they're all worth the wait, eh? Number 2, they can afford it. Thunderbolts. In the comics, Thunderbolts is a team made up mostly of reformed villains and has counted Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and Deadpool among its members. A film featuring the group was announced for 2024, although this one seems to mainly consist of the cast of the Black Widow movie. Florence Pugh, David Harbour, and Olga Kurylenko are all set to reprise their roles and will be joined by the likes of Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier. One person sadly not reprising a part is William Hurt though, who played General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in various MCU films. Hurt passed away at the age of 71 in March 2022, leaving doubts over General Ross's future. However, it has been announced that the character will appear in the Thunderbolts movie as portrayed by the mighty Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones himself is fully committing to the MCU, as the character will also appear in the upcoming 4th Captain America movie New World Order. How the films will address the obvious differences between Hurt and Ford is a big question to say the least, but there is no doubt that movie fans will be delighted to see such a legend back where he belongs, on the big screen. Number 1, a huge addition, Deadpool 3. The rivalry, friendship, hatred shared between Deadpool and Wolverine is the stuff of comic book legend. Wade and Logan have been on again, off again since their first comic book encounter back in 1994. Coincidentally, the year I was born, and have met many more times since then, including sharing their own series. In the movies, Deadpool makes numerous references to Wolverine in his 2 feature films, including wearing a cutout of Hugh Jackman's face as a mask. Now though, after years of teasing it, the 2 iconic superheroes, if you can call Wade a superhero, are finally getting together on the big screen. In an announcement video for the upcoming Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds announced that Jackman will be coming out of retirement to pick up his silver claws one last time. And this will be the first time he has played the character since the bittersweet swan song Logan in 2017. And the first time the 2 characters have met since X-Men Origins Wolverine. But the less said about that, the better, yeah? The Deadpool franchise has been off the boil since its 2nd installment in 2018. But with news like this, the new movie has now become an absolute must-watch for anyone with even a fleeting interest in superheroes. And I have more than a fleeting interest, so I can't bloody wait. And that's our list of any other upcoming movies that just got huge upgrades. Let us know all about them in the comment section right down below, and do not forget to like, share, and click on that subscribe button while you're at it. Also, if this kind of thing is your bag, then head on over to whatculture.com and find some more incredible articles just like the one this video you're watching right now is based on. I've been Gareth from whatculture.com. Thank you as always for clicking on this fantastic video today. Hopefully I'll see your pretty faces very, very soon, but in the meantime, just be good to yourself. Bye bye.